Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It is Dan here at Vivid Racing, the Vivid Racing headquarters, and we have something cool to show you today. It is another awesome build that we're doing here in one of my personal favorite cars as a Porsche owner. We're gonna play with this car right here, and it is the one and only world champion of awesomeness. It's the Porsche GT2RS. Here it is, the Porsche GT2RS, the Widowmaker, the ultimate in Porsche vehicle. This 991 GT2RS is 700 horsepower. It is rear wheel drive. It has so many carbon fiber bits because it is the WISOC package, which means it costs a lot of money. Roughly $350,000. It has carbon ceramic brakes. It has the carbon fiber fender vents, the carbon fiber wing. The difference you can tell between a 991.1 and a 991.2 GT3RS and the GT2RS is the wing pieces right here are different. You can see that on my very own one. The carbon fiber ducting direct into the intakes here. And the biggest difference between a GT2 and GT3RS visibly is the exhaust. We've got the separate outlets where the GT3 has the center exits. Inside the car, very Porsche-esque. We've got the carbon fiber steering wheel with the suede trim, the carbon fiber accents, the PDK shifter, the carbon fiber paddles, sport chrono, and of course my favorite, the carbon fiber bucket seats. Dear anybody with back problems, you won't like these, but they are an absolute must when it comes to an RS vehicle. Let's get this in and get to it. Check out the mods that we got going on the GT2RS. We got the VR Performance roll bar, got the big nice cross there in the middle with the support braces. This fits, no drilling anything, just a bolt in. This will be nice. We're gonna be doing the ECU flash because this is gonna be a track monster. So we're gonna be doing that through the OBD2 port, which can be done on all these Porsche SDI ECUs. Now, let's check out the big, nice piece here, and that's gonna be the FI exhaust system. So let's open this box and check this thing out. Well packaged, which is a must when you're spending about $6 grand on an exhaust. Let's see what we got here. Tons of wrap, lots of wrap, many of wrap, more wrap. So, these are some big old bazooka shooters. This right here mounts to the factory turbocharger. And then here is the main center muffler. This has the Valvetronic option, so it'll work just like factory. You can see the valves there, so you'll be able to use the goggles / exhaust button to open and close that to get the nice tones. There's the completed FI exhaust system. Beautiful. It's got that satin finish. You can see the valves right there. It's got the big cat pipes, connecting pipes for the tips, so this will be nice direct fit. Most importantly, first, let's hit that baseline dyno and see what she puts down. All right, it's dyno time. Got the GT2RS all strapped down. We're gonna do our baseline runs. So we'll do 3 runs so we can make sure we get a good, consistent average. Run this thing all the way up to red line. So we'll get that started here. Here we go. Let's see what we got for the first run. Baseline run, 610 horsepower, 611 foot-pounds of torque, rear wheel drive, only about a 10 to 15% drivetrain loss. Run number 2. Run number 2. 622, 625, we're about in the range of 10 to 15% drivetrain loss from that 700 crank. So this thing's doing really well. And we're just stock. So at least we know our baseline numbers are on point. One more baseline run and then we will get this thing over and start doing some of our mods. And that's where the horsepower really come out. One more run, here we go. right, so you watch the dynos, the before and the after, and this thing rips on the dyno. Now all four wheels are spinning because we are running the dyno in all-wheel drive, not the car. All four wheels are spinning just like you would when you drive on a road. With that, we've got about a 20 to 25% drivetrain loss, which is typical for this Mustang all-wheel drive dyno. Now we're seeing results of just over 100 wheel horsepower. Wheel horsepower, that is a huge change. 700 to 800 horsepower plus. Torque, we are also seeing about 100 to 120 foot-pounds of torque gain, and that is massive. That makes a world of difference, of course, when you're talking about 0 to 60, 0 to 100, launching, and everything you want to do with a Porsche turbocharged car. So now we've got the dynos out of the way. Let's hit the road and see how this thing drives. We are gonna drive this GT2 now. All the mods are done. We got our safety back here, got the roll bar in there, so you know, in case we're turn 2 going to Starbucks and we do a rollover, we're safe. But it's got everything else in there. We've got the new exhaust, got the VRTuned, got the pops and bangs and the burbles and the tunes. So this is gonna be fun. Now let's party and drive it with all the mods. All right, so before we do some little test blasts here, two things that are important to do. We want to do the PDK Sport, and we want to do the ski goggles button to get that exhaust nice and loud. I'm going to turn right here on this front whoop. I heard some pops and I heard some bangs. We haven't even started yet. This is going to be good. All right, here we go. Oh, shit. Hands down fastest thing I've ever been in. And I got burbles. I freaking love it.
A few minutes later.
Someone call me a dumb. Why am I a dumb? You're the one that's riding a motorcycle. It's 110 degrees out with no helmet. Who's the dumb now? Okay, so how does the burble stuff work? Basically, as you are saying, I lift the throttle, you're on decel, dump fuel, burns up the fuel, and it pops. So if you're driving normal here, 5th gear, 47 miles an hour, there's no burbles. I let off the gas, little burbles. So it's also set to a certain RPM. So if we're up there higher in the revs, letting off at say 4,000, that's when you really hear it. It's the most craziest thing of 20 years of doing this that people want this. It sounds like your car is broken, but it sounds super cool. I also cannot believe how fast this thing is. I don't know, I didn't even have time to actually react to know if it sounds better or anything. All I know is it's so fast. 3, 2, 1, let's party. So we've got the exhaust open. It definitely sounds louder. But it's so hard with these turbocharged cars. It's definitely not going to be like the GT3 where it's this crazy F1 cup car noise. And already this thing is so fast and the turbos just get right up in there. So it's hard to tell, is it tremendously louder? It's a good clean tone, but it definitely lifts a lot of that restriction that the factory exhaust had. So how does it drive? Obviously beforehand, very, very intense of a car. The GT2 is known as the Widowmaker, and when you get on the gas and you have 800 horsepower and you feel the car wanting to pull side to side, you can obviously tell why they called this. But it is completely drivable, and that is the one thing with doing any of our VRTuned flashes is we are able to still give you that reliable, drivable power so you can just drive normal like you're gonna go to Nordstrom's and get yourself a latte, maybe read a book at Barnes & Noble or whatever you kids do nowadays. But it is just too fun just to not to get on it.  1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, Pops and Bangs burble tune. Love it. All right, we're heading back to the shop. Took a nice little cruise. Showed you guys the power, did the burble tune, just laughed, had fun. This is just such a fun car. This is like driving a jet ski. You cannot not smile driving this thing. It is just hilarious and crazy power. I can only imagine just taking this thing on the Autobahn and going 180 miles an hour, or going on a track and just beating the crap out of pavement. So we're gonna head back here to the shop, do a little follow-up on how everything went, and we'll send you guys on your way. All right guys, hope you had fun watching this video. You got to see this thing rip on the dyno, tons and tons of horsepower. We took it for a drive. You watched me smile my stupid face off with the Pops and Bangs, and now it's time to send it off. So make sure you click those links down there in the description. We got tons of new VR gear, and we got more videos coming your way of all types of awesome stuff. So comment, subscribe, like, and as always guys, we will see you at the next one.